In 1989, Nihon Falcom released an RPG for the NEC PC 8801, Dragon Slayer: The Legend of Heroes. While this was the 6th game in their Dragon Slayer series, it would also mark the beginning of a brand new one, The Legend of Heroes. Over the next few years, the game would make its way to several platforms, including the TurboGrafx CD, an attachment for the TurboGrafx 16 or PC Engine. The TurboGrafx CD would also host the only version of the game to be released outside of Japan, when it was released in English in the United States in December of 1992. The story begins in the Kingdom of Farland, a kingdom that was both peaceful and prosperous, until on one fateful day, it was invaded by monsters. But the kingdom resisted, and despite the odds, repelled the invaders. But their victory came at a great cost. Not only did they lose many soldiers, but their king fell as well. Since the prince was too young to rule, Baron Drax took the throne in his stead. The Baron sent him to the town of exile for his own protection until he came of age. 10 years later, 2 months before his coronation, the town of exile was attacked by monsters as well.
Prince Logan, wake up!
We're under attack, my lord! Monsters everywhere! There's not a moment to lose! Please arm yourself and follow me!
After escaping, the prince discovered that Drax was behind both of the attacks, and began his journey to reclaim the throne. At some point, Falcom decided to work with Anime R, Nakamura Production, and Studio Curtain to produce an original video animation or OVA based on the game. It would be titled Dragon Slayer: The Legend of Heroes: The Prince's Departure, and it would be based on the game's first chapter. The 2-episode OVA would be released in 2 parts, with the first tape hitting store shelves in Japan on October 21st, 1992. The second would follow shortly afterwards, being released 1 month later on November 21st. While the OVA was based on the game's first chapter, Ken Ishikawa, the original character designer, and Kenichi Matsuzaki, the scriptwriter, made several significant changes to the world, story, and characters. For example, the name of the kingdom was changed from Farlane to Farin, and Baron Drax was changed into Demon Lord Octum. As you might have expected, these changes weren't received well by fans of the original game. That being said, deviating from the source material isn't something that's going to matter that much to people who've never played it. The problem for them is that the OVA is, at best, a generic fantasy story, and it's been criticized for having bad writing, weird pacing, and boring characters. Things went quiet for the next several years, until Urban Visions, a Los Angeles-based production and distribution company founded in 1996, acquired the license to the series. They not only decided to release the series on VHS in North America, but they also dubbed it, and it hit store shelves on September 30th, 1997. The series was also released with a Portuguese dub in Brazil by Flashstar, but I couldn't find an official release date. When you consider how poorly it was received and its relative obscurity at the time, it's no surprise that Dragon Slayer has been all but forgotten. It was one of the first anime that tried to adapt a video game, but it definitely wouldn't be the last. Unfortunately, most of the anime that followed in its footsteps weren't able to learn from its mistakes. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video, and subscribe if you'd like to be notified whenever I release something new. If you've seen Dragon Slayer, what did you think of it? Also, what is your favorite, or least favorite, video game to anime adaptation? Once again, thank you all for watching. Until next time.